Well, good Monday morning, everyone. It is the 15th of February. We're past halfway through February with our short 28-day month. So we are getting closer and closer to March, which means we're getting closer and closer to spring. Praise God. Though that's a little consolation this morning when we wake up and it's like 25, 26 below. Though it's warming up nicely, as I just said to Clint, I think we must be 20 below or 19 below or something. Like, wow, we're moving right along. Spring is just around the corner. So it is a chilly day, so please be careful out there. In and out and about, if you have to get in and out and about. It is President's Day, so hopefully that means fewer people have to be out today. But at any rate, today we're going to make the jump into chapter 23 in Luke's Gospel. We are going to look at the first 5 verses, 1 to 5 today, is what we're going to take a bite off today. And we left Jesus at Caiaphas' house. He was down in the pit, remember? And then they brought him out, and they had the Sanhedrin met, and now the Sanhedrin has decided that they're accusing him of blasphemy. Remember, that's the charge that they have against him, to take him to see Pilate. So let's jump in to chapter 23, verses 1 to 5. Then the assembly rose as a body and brought Jesus before Pilate. They began to accuse him, saying, "We found this man perverting our nation, forbidding us to pay taxes to the emperor, and saying that he himself is the Messiah, a king." Then Pilate asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" He answered, "You say so." Then Pilate said to the chief priests and the crowds, "I find no basis for an accusation against this man." But they were insistent and said, "He stirs up the people by teaching throughout all Judea, from Galilee where he began, even to this place," even to Jerusalem, from Galilee, that backwater place of Galilee, all the way to Jerusalem, where we are now. And remember what we said they charged him of at the Sanhedrin was blasphemy. Well, Pilate, they couldn't come to Pilate and say, "This guy blasphemed against our God." And Pilate would say, "So what? Who cares? Your God's a false God. He is a polytheist. He believes in the worship of the emperor. He's not a Jew." He could care less. Rome could care less if Jesus went around and blaspheming the Jewish God all day and all night. That's of no consequence to them. They couldn't care, and they certainly wouldn't put somebody to death over that. So what does the Sanhedrin do, or at least the leaders of the Sanhedrin? I don't know. It says here they rose as a body, but we know that later there's some members of the Sanhedrin that do support Jesus. So they kowtowed down, didn't they? They didn't speak up for want of being attacked, parallels to the world today. And so they began that, or they came there. They didn't say he blasphemed against their God. They say that he is perverting our nation, forbidding us to pay taxes to the emperor. Well, that's an absolute lie. I mean, that's false as false can be, because Jesus said, "Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's," didn't he? So they've absolutely, totally trumped up charges. They've twisted things around the exact opposite of what they are. So this tendency of human beings to twist the truth is not new, folks, not new at all. And this idea of throwing things at the wall until something sticks is not new either, because that's exactly what they're going to continue to do. They're going to continue to say, "Well, then they say, that he calls himself the king of the Jews." Well, that's more likely to get a response out of, that the taxes could get a response. But apparently they'd shifted immediately away from that. They saw the weakness of that argument, apparently. He's calling himself the king of the Jews. Well, that could be a problem for Rome, because Rome doesn't want anybody causing an uprising. They're not looking for someone causing an uprising by claiming themselves to be king. So he asked Jesus, are you the king of the Jews? And he says, "You say so." And he didn't say anything in a braggiose way, did he? He just, well, they're saying I am. I don't know what they're talking about, basically, almost. So it's not enough for Pilate. Pilate comes back and says, "Hey, come on, guys. I don't see anything. There's nothing real here." And I think Pilate sees through their trumped up charges that they have. They have this angst against Jesus, and they're just going to keep trying until they get the guy crucified. And so he sees his out, though, when he hears the word Galilee. And that's where we're going to leave it off for tomorrow. We're going to pick it up tomorrow, is from there and what happens next. So we're going to take this a bit at a time this week. It is a busy week. do mark your calendars and remember that Wednesday we will be having Ash Wednesday service. That will be at 7 o'clock, right? 7 p.m. Yes, that's the time for the service. Catherine's not going to be there this year. She's still down visiting her son, and she decided to stay a little longer. So I talked to Nancy Jansen, and Nancy's going to play for us the piano for us that evening. So we'll thank Nancy for that. If you see her out and about, and come and see her on Ash Wednesday. Scotty and Clint are going to help too, so it'll be an interesting service. So please come and join us. And don't forget Thursday, while you're planning your week out, it's going to be warm by then. Come on, guys. We have our drive-through or delivery soup supper. So you can call up and order your chili and cinnamon roll. It's Donna Westcott cinnamon rolls, along with some chili. You can't beat that with a stick. Hey, it would be worth the cost. It's a goodwill, free will donation. We're not charging. It's whatever you want to donate. It'd be worth calling and order it just to get Donna cinnamon roll, for crying out loud. So don't forget those things that are coming up this week. It's a busy week. All right, and have a very blessed day. Be careful. Stay inside unless you have to go out and about. But be a blessing to someone today. And we'll see y'all later. Bye bye.